Hello and welcome to the Breaking Free podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Francis, and today I'm joined by myself again. I'm going to do a second solo podcast here. It's going to talk about the hookup culture and how it almost destroyed me, as per my blog, which will be a link in the bottom. And just some whatever else comes up will come up. So I'm looking forward to it today. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's subscribed, liked, comment, and shared my podcast. To have 500 subscribers on YouTube and reach thousands of people on Spotify and Apple and Amazon has been truly humbling, and I'm truly grateful for all of your support. And I'm very fortunate that and very grateful that my message has reached so many people, and some awesome guests have been on to share their story. So with that being said, the Hookup Culture program was a deeply embedded program in my subconscious mind and in my psyche. I was a very sexualized male from a very young age. As a little boy, I was exposed to porn very early. 7 or 8 years old, maybe 9 years old. I was exposed to porn, and I remember one of my mates down the road found this website called Bikini Riot, and it was just these women in bikinis. I hadn't seen such beautiful women before, and it sort of just started me off on that process. I would look at that website frequently, and then progressively got to more and more and more. And I guess that program that porn was, what am I trying to say here? It's that program from porn that set me off on the path to basically self-destruction. Yeah, I had a girlfriend as well, and that first heartbreak was definitely part of that. But it was that porn programming, because all I wanted to seek out was what I saw in porn, and that was just sex. And as we know from porn, it's loveless, it's meaningless, it's casual, it's not real, it's not true, and it's not the true sex and the true making of love that we all come here. We all come here to, I guess, desire and want and really deeply need. And so from basically 16 to 26, all I wanted to do was have sex. That's all I was really wanting to do. I lost my virginity when I was 18. So, yeah, it was just that deeply embedded program. And then as I turned 18, you could sort of say drinking was part of that too. Well, it was. I had buddies that drank, so I would go and drink too, and then just start chasing women. And I didn't really have a care or a need. Not really a care. I didn't really care. I didn't really want anything other than sex. And for a long time, I saw women as objects, and I really didn't treat them with the respect and, I guess, the love that they deserve, because they're just human beings. Then they're not objects. If you're a young male listening or watching this, I just want you to know that if your Snapchat is filled with thousands and thousands and thousands of women on there, like why? Like what are you chasing from them? Nudes or selfies or attention? You don't need to be talking to that many women, and women do talk, and they know if someone's a player. And I guess I was a player for a very, very long time. And yeah, I had lots of casual sex, and I found that from 18 to 26, drinking alcohol and chasing women sort of just went hand in hand. I just did it as basically an Olympic sport. And I know that my name and my reputation around the town that I'm from was that of a player, and was that of I guess, a fuckboy. A lot of youth out there use that term fuckboy. A fuckboy is basically a man that seeks sex and then doesn't speak, or he ghosts that woman. So I was that for a very, very long time. And I guess going in deep into my soul and deep into the person that I was at the start of 2020, when all the COVID stuff happened, COVID, eh? I'm very grateful for that period, because it allowed me to go deep within the truths of the world first, and then it allowed me to go deep within the truths of myself. And the truths of myself is what I just spoke about. how I treated women, how I treated people, how I treated my family, how I treated my friends, and the sort of man. Oh, I guess I wasn't a man then, so I was the sort of boy that I was in a man's body in society, where I was just on that pleasure seeking cycle of drinking, partying, chasing women, smoking, vaping, jacking it off to porn, doing all of those things. I guess it really took its toll on me. And during my dark night of the soul, with some help from some beautiful people helped me realize that they were just programs. They weren't actually me, and it wasn't actually who I really was inside. And that little voice at the back of my head said, Nath, it's time for you to stop drinking, stop chasing women, stop treating them as objects, stop doing the things that you're doing to yourself. And that voice was speaking to me for a very, very long time. And I'm so grateful that I listened to that little voice at the back of my head. You could call it back of the head, intuition. I'm so grateful that I listened to that voice, because it set me off on this 2-year healing journey, which I'm still on. There's still stuff coming up each and every day that's ensuring that I'm the best version of myself that I can be. And once I realized that I was a prick, I treated women so badly, and I knew I was doing these things, but I didn't know why. And yes, it was the porn exposure, but I was also scarred, scared, I guess fearful of love, and fearful of having someone with me beside me for more than just sex. So when I was in that hook up fuckboy period, a nice girl would come in. You know, we'd be friends with benefits, right, or something, and then I would sabotage that before that the talk would happen. So we all know what the talk is. What are we? Where's this going? I would just either ghost that woman, kiss her best friend, or do those things to sabotage something good in my life. And I know that I had a lot of awesome women come into my life, and I'm grateful for them all. And I just want them all to know that I am sorry for that person that I was, and I forgive myself for that. And I hope one day you can forgive me as well, because that was not me. It was a program. I was very, as I just said, if you're watching, I was very sexualized. Porn was big in my life, and I was just scarred and scared from love, because I was scarred and scared of loving myself first. I guess that true deep understanding of self-love is something that we find within ourselves, and then we can find in another human being. And for me now, my self-love and self-worth is high. And I guess that's just how this works, law of attraction and stuff. So yeah, it was just a really, really dark period of my life, but I'll look back on it with absolute fondness, because if it wasn't for that period of my life, I'd still be on that cycle, and I don't know where I'd be right now. I definitely wouldn't be sitting here recording a solo podcast, about to do a Zoom seminar in the next couple of hours as well. So I definitely wouldn't be here doing this, being the best version of me, really. Yeah, it's been a really awesome journey so far, and I just hope that this reaches a lot of young males out there, because I know what you've been through. I've lived that life. I was the fuck boy. I was the party boy. I was the, I guess, attention-seeking, sex-seeking person that a lot of young males are, and I'd love to help you out and see that there's more to life than this. There's more to life within yourself than this pleasure-seeking cycle, because I was on it for such a long, long time. And there's a beautiful song, beautiful lyric in a song by Savage Garden called Affirmation. And the lyric is, I believe forgiveness is the key to your unhappiness. It's forgiving yourself for why you're unhappy and going in deep. So, yeah, so from 18 to 26, I was on that pleasure-seeking cycle of drink, party, chase women, and it really took its toll on me mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I was lost. I was broken. I didn't really know who I was, where I was going. Yeah, it would come to a Friday night or a Saturday night, and I'd be sitting at home, and if I didn't have any plans or I didn't have anything on, I'd be laying on the couch just messaging anyone and everyone to have a drink with down at the pub, because one, I didn't want to face myself. Two, I was, chasing women, and three, I really wanted to get out of the house that I was in for such a long time too. I didn't want to be around the house and stuff. I wanted to just get out, and I was in. I just wanted to run away all the time. I never really wanted to sit and face with myself. And the moment came in 2020 when it was time for me to sit with myself, face myself, but not only that, face the world truths and face the darkness that exists in the world. But then I came to realize that the darkness that exists in the world exists within us. So all of those things I was doing was my darkness. That was my darkness. That was my evil force. So if you think of the universe like a mirror, if we can shed our darkness and shed our evil and come into a space, so we come back into our heart space, which is pure love, that has a ripple effect on all of humanity. Because we're shedding the darkness within us, sheds the darkness within the world. That's the evil force that exists here. It's the self-sabotage stuff. If you're gambling, drinking, smoking, vaping, playing video games 24/7, spending your money on OnlyFans women, Netflix, all those streaming sites, watching porn all the time, that's the self-sabotaging cycle. And and you're seeking that instant gratification. You're seeking that instant dopamine hit. Well, when you step onto this path of self-discovery, you'll understand that you don't need those things anymore. Your friendship circle changes too, but you change as well, and you appreciate the little things. A walk in nature rather than going to the pub and drinking 77 beers and getting plastered drunk and wasting your Sunday. You find that you won't do those things, that you'll wake up on a Sunday morning without a hangover, without someone beside you, and you'll be able to go for a run or go for a bike ride or go down the beach or enjoy the little things in life, and you get your Sundays back. You get your life back. For me, I'd spend every Sunday hungover laying on the couch in and out of sleep. Like, I'd waste my Sundays. I'd feel like shit. I'd be tired. I'd be dehydrated. I'd be depleted of all my energy because I slept with someone the night before. It was a really, really tough cycle. And I found that from Monday to Wednesday to maybe even Thursday, I was still dehydrated and I was still tired from the weekend that was. And I'd start to feel better again on, say, Thursday or Friday. and then as soon as I'd get a message, a ding on my phone, let's go have beers on a Friday or Saturday night, that cycle would start again. It really would. I'd get drunk and carry on like a dickhead. I'd go down to a local nightclub and just chase women. If I wasn't chasing women, I'd just be acting like an absolute prick. And I didn't really know why I was doing these things until the start of 2020. And I thought, fuck me. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? It's because I was programmed, as I just mentioned before, the hookup culture programming. We see it in the movies. We see it in the TV shows. Here are some examples of that. Got 2.5 Men. Charlie, rich guy, has the luxury beach house. Lonely, chases, sleeps around with women, treats them like shit. I was exposed to that TV show in my teenage years. That's one example. Second example, Friends with Benefits, the movie. What's that about? Casual sex, no feelings attached, no strings attached, which is another movie that we'll talk about in a minute, where, yes, they fall in love in the end, but what's that based on? That's a male and a female having casual, meaningless, loveless sex. That's it. Yes, they fall in love in the end. It's a beautiful story in the end. But what's the programming from at its absolute core? It's programming males and females to ignore love, to ignore making love, to just have casual, meaningless sex to feel good. Yes, sex does feel good, but if you're doing it in the right way, it will feel better. Another movie, No Strings Attached. What's that about? Same thing. The male and the female have sex. That's basically all it is a friendship with sex. You know, we all incarnate here. We all come here for love. That's programming us away from love. You got Joey in Friends. What was he doing? Treating women like shit, sleeping around, being the drunk, being silly. As soon as he got wealthy, as soon as he made it in that soap opera days of our lives, what did he do? He sabotaged it and went back to his apartment to live with Chandler, sleeping around with women, getting drunk, being silly, acting like a boy in a man's body. Look around you today in society, and you'll see a lot of males in men. Oh no, a lot of males in boy teenage bodies. A lot of it's absolutely rife, especially from the age group of 18 to 26. Like a lot of males out there haven't taken their rite of passage from child to adult. They have thousands of girls on their Snapchat list asking for nudes and doing all these things. Like, yeah, the respect's gone because they don't respect themselves. There's so much lack of self-respect and lack of self-love in society today. It's unbelievable. Heaps of tangents there, but I was programmed to be that version of myself. I was programmed to be that fuck boy, that guy that sleeps around, that player. But it wasn't me at my core. I was just running a subconscious program, and it wasn't until I gained the conscious awareness of why I was doing it, why I was scared from love, why I would sabotage nice women coming in. It's because I didn't love myself enough. I didn't appreciate myself enough. I wanted to run away from myself. I wanted to numb my pain. I wanted to sedate my pain. I went through a lot of stuff as well personally that affected all of this as well, which I've written a book about, which is going to come out soon. So that sort of, I'll speak about those real personal things once that book's out. But because there was some traumas there as well that I was running away from. It wasn't just me being scared and scarred from love. It was a lot deeper than that. You know, we think of it as like an onion. I'm sort of gone below the surface, but there were some real deep-seated issues there that I will speak about once my book's out there. Just back onto this, though. It's time for our young males to now, I guess, stand up, level up, and I guess find something within themselves. Let me think about this one. To find something within themselves to shed themselves. I guess maybe we could just say, I guess, face themselves. You know, look at themselves in the mirror and ask themselves that real deep question. Is it true? Am I being who I really want to be? Do I like the way I look in the mirror? Like, ask ourselves these questions. It's not just young males, it's females as well. And there's a lot of females that have been programmed with the hookup culture as well. So it's not just men or males or boys, it's girls as well. Yeah. It really had a deep, profound effect on me, though, because that lifestyle took its toll. It really did. It catches up with you. If you're in your young 20s now listening to this, it catches up with you. You know, you can put these changes and implement these changes now so that your life in 10 years' time is different from where it is now. You know, a lot of people out there don't have a 10-year plan. They don't have a 3-year plan or a 1-year plan or a 1-month plan. They're just running down to the pub, down to the nightclub, working, hitting repeat, not really going anywhere. You know, it's not us as human beings at our core to pleasure ourselves like this, because in 30, 40 years' time, you're pleasuring yourself to death. And you don't want to look back on your life in 30 or 40 years' time full of regret of what you could have been, what you should have been. If you're 30, 40 years down the road in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 40s, and you're sitting in that regret, you can still change too. You know, if you're in your 40s and 50s, you've still got 20 years here, 20, 30 years here. So forgive yourself, forgive your younger self for what you've done to get you to this point. Be grateful for it. Thank it for the lessons and change. And enjoy your next 30 years here, your next 20 years here, however long that is. You know, I regretted a lot of my early 20s. I'm still in my 20s, thankfully. But I know that my next 20 years will be a lot, I guess, better than where I was heading. And you can let go of that regret. You can let go of those lies. You can let go of the affairs. You can let go of all of these things and just forgive yourself for it. And then take that step forward towards your better self. Invest in yourself. Seek help from someone like me. Seek help from, there's a lot of coaches out there that are working on the subconscious mind and to help you forgive yourself, to put you back on the path of self-discovery. I can do that for you. I can do that for youth. I can do it for adults. I can do it for anyone. I can even do it for the dog down the road. You know, life doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to be chasing pleasure all the time. Build the life of your dreams and invest in yourself. It took me a long time to actually invest in myself as well, which is another program. I was guided to Jason Christoph. I thank him so much, but I was guided to so many other people as well. Gina and Vicky and all these people that I've just named, that no one will have any idea who they are. But if you do a session with me, I speak about these people because they helped me. Do a session with me, I speak about the people that have helped me realize why I was the way I was. Speaking of sessions with me, I've just launched my Breaking Free program, Breaking Free mentoring program for youth. But it's a 2-session package, which is the first tier 1, which is just overcoming your self-sabotage, overcoming the video game addiction, the porn addiction, the drinking addiction, the vaping addiction, whatever it may be. I can help you overcome that through those 2 sessions. If you want a more personalized thing, even for parents out there as well, if you're listening and would like your kid, your son or your daughter to reach out, tier 2 is a more personalized, I guess, package where first 2 sessions obviously focus on self-sabotage and why you're doing what you're doing, what the programs are, the darkness, the traumas, the triggers, all of those things. And then sessions 3 and 4 is a more personalized approach. It's sort of me helping you map out your life's journey, where you want to go, what you want to do, the person you want to be, the life you would like to live in the future, helping you develop a 5 to 10 year plan. If you're 16, 17, 5 to 10 year plan of where you want to go, what you want to do. Do you want to start your own business? If you want to get a job somewhere to help you fund the business, I can help you with that. Start a website. If you're a bit younger though, I can help you overcome those other things as well. And you may need 3 or 4 sessions anyway. So yeah, sort of a more personalized approach. We can do, and I help you meditate, and I put on some hypnosis, and it's a really, really awesome package. The 4 package tier 2. I also have tier 3, which is 6 sessions. So the first 2 sessions are self-sabotage. Next 2 sessions could still be self-sabotage depending on the programs that are in there and how deep they were. Because yes, you can shift things quickly, but sometimes these programs are deeply embedded, and the subconscious loves that repetition. It loves, if you had, like me, the repetitive programming of hookup culture, well, then look at the life I live. So it took me a little bit to reprogram myself, and that's part of the journey. It's persistence, it's resilience, and it's dedication, but it's also just sitting with yourself and breathing. So I help you through all of that. So first 2 sessions are self-sabotage for tier 3. Second 2 sessions, 3 and 4, personalized, helping you map out your 5 to 10 year plan, your goals, or maybe there's still some programming there. We might go deeper into your traumas and triggers, and you might have been abused. You might have had stuff happen to you, so I can help you forgive and release that. There's a lot of abuse physically, mental, sexual, and all that stuff happening now. So I guess the 3 and 4 sessions, we can go really deep into that self-sabotage onion, I call it, and we get to the root cause of it. And I help you understand and shift and forgive and cry, and really awesome package. Sessions 5 and 6 will be that 5 to 10 year plan, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, help you go back to that child that had the dream of being a writer or being a superhero, or you had the dream of being something great, and and it didn't happen. But guess what? You can still be that person. You can still be that person that you dreamt of being, and I help you realize that. So for any youth out there that's 16 to 35, or 16 to whatever age, my Breaking Free mentoring program will be for you. And I guess reach out anytime, and we have a free Zoom consultation at the start, so I can run you through deeply on my 3-tier programs, and you can tell me some of your story, and I can give you free advice to just go away and be awesome. We have a 20-minute chat, 30-minute chat, just like this, and I can give you some free advice. You can start implementing those changes, and I'll run you through the questionnaire that I send out, and I'll run you through the program. So that sounds good to anyone out there. I encourage you to reach out. My programs are very affordable. A lot of coaches charge thousands and thousands of dollars for this. My programs are very affordable. Jump on teenageselfsabotage.com, my website. There'll be a link in the bottom. You'll see it's very affordable, and you're investing in you. You're investing in your health, and you're investing in your life, and that is an investment worth making. For adults out there that are listening as well, I have my Breaking Free coaching program. It's very similar to the youth program. You got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 2 is basically tier 2 is 2 sessions. Tier 1 is 2 sessions. We focus on your self-sabotage, and the programs that you've been running, very similar to the youth one. If you're a more personalized approach, sessions 3 and 4, you might delve into your traumas and stuff as well. Sort of help you map out a 5 to 10 year plan as well. Help you start a website. I've built my own, so I can help you build yours. If that's something that you'd like to do, I'm sort of sessions 3 and 4 are basically the powers with you with that. I sort of can help mentor you, coach you in any direction that you wish to go down. It'll be evident in your questionnaire the direction that you want to go. So sessions 3 and 4 for the adults is sort of open-ended. There's no real plan to it. I'll just know. Sessions 5 and 6 are the same. There might be some inner children there. There might be some your 5-10 year plan, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. There might be some inner children there. So we might do some meditating, some forgiveness, might take you back to a time in your life where something bad happened to you, and we can help shift and release that as well. So sessions 3 and 4 for the adults, tier 1 and tier 3, are sort of guided by the questionnaire in sessions 1 and 2 as to where this goes. There is a plan. I've made my blogs. There'll be a blog that sort of delves into everything about this program for youth and for adults. If you're a parent out there, if you're an adult out there, these programs are for you. And I'll just reiterate, these are very, very affordable. It's an investment in your child or your son and daughter, but it's also an investment in you as well if you're an adult, to help become better and forgive, and to grow into that self-love, and to be a better version of yourself. We all deserve to be a better version of ourselves, and life doesn't have to be like this. So yeah, hookup culture programming, deeply embedded in my psyche. As I said, I was a fuckboy. I've changed. I've reprogrammed. I now mentor youth, mentor people to help them become better, because it starts and ends with you. My Breaking Free program for youth and adults, I look forward to just sitting down, opening up my Zoom, and having a chat with you about whatever it is, whatever's eating away at your insides, whatever pain's there. And I look forward to helping you shift it. and to going back out into society and being the best version of yourself. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. I love this. I love doing this. I love podcasting. I love it all. And I want you to rediscover that love and that passion for whatever it is that you wish to do, because I found it for me, and it's my absolute honor and privilege, and I'm very grateful to be able to help you find it within yourself as well. I look forward to hearing from you. Email me anytime, nathanselfsabotage@gmail.com. I'm always available. I'm always here. Reach out anytime. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching wherever in the world you are. And I really hope that this resonates with you, and I look forward to working with you, and just go out in society and just be awesome, and just let the external world go and just focus on your internal world and watch your life change. Just breathe, relax, and enjoy the life and the body and the vessel that God source creation gave you. I thank you so much for listening and watching. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, send me an email, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Enjoy your day, enjoy your life, and let's all break free. Let's all break free from that evil and that darkness within ourselves. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I'm very grateful for all of your support, so thank you.